Resident Evil. So since I died at the end of the previous video, I went ahead and I got both pieces of the music. Well, I got the musical score from the room you needed the lighter for. Then I backtracked to the item room, and as you can see, I did take a nasty bite there, so I'm in caution. But that's why I have this, in case I get a little worse for wear. Then I went back to the item box at the bottom of the stairs, and I got the other musical score piece, and I just picked up this emblem. So now you are all caught up. So what we are going to do now is combine both pieces of the music, which then gives us, it's titled Moonlight Sonata, and it'll probably tell us that we have all the pieces now. The complete musical score of the Moonlight Sonata. Alright, so we are all set. That is, as long as this zombie doesn't completely murk us again. Hi, buddy. Nice, okay, that went a lot smoother than last time. I am always a fan of that. Which means we can now immediately go up to the piano, and then I think this should be good, and use the musical score on it. To reveal a passageway, and you know what? That is some very, very impressive playing from Jill. It's interesting to know that she can canonically read music. Not that it's a crazy skill to have or anything, but I mean, I would call myself a musician, and I can read music. So let's go ahead and take the gold emblem, which unfortunately causes our passageway to be entered, or to be blocked off. The passageway we entered through to be blocked off, but thankfully we knew we needed the non-gold emblem from the dining room. And there's a shiny on the ground for us to interact with. Trevor's Diary, November 24th, 1967. 11 days have passed since arriving on this estate. How did I end up like this? A guy in a lab coat brought me a meager plate of food and said, "Sorry to put you through this, but it's for security reasons." That's when it hit me. It all makes sense now. There are only two people that know the secret of this mansion, Sir Spencer and myself. If they kill me, Sir Spencer will be the only person that knows the secret. But for what purpose? It doesn't matter now. It's too dangerous here. My family, I hope they are all right. I've decided to escape. Jessica, Lisa, I pray you are safe. November 26th, 1967. How could I be so careless? I lost my favorite lighter, the one Jessica gave me for my birthday. Now it's going to be that much harder to escape this dark place. November 13th, the date when my fate was sealed. My aunt was hospitalized just 3 days before that. Jessica and Lisa said they were going to visit her. I wish I could be there with them. But wait, even as I'm writing, my memory is coming back to me vividly. Just before I passed out, I remember the men in the lab coat said something like, quote, "Most likely your family is all ready. I pray for their safety." November 27th, 1967. Somehow I managed to get out of that room, but getting out of this mansion won't be as easy. I have to get past all the booby traps, tiger eyes, gold emblem. I have to try and remember for my own sake. So there's a little hint that we already know that the gold emblem was not really a hint, but it did mention the tiger eyes as well, which we already put one blue gemstone into that statue of the tiger eye. And now we have to figure out what to do with this gold emblem, and I don't really remember. Let's see if examining it helps. It's called all around the outer edges due to frequent fitting, so that's the same. So yeah, we'll have to hang on to that gold emblem to see what we need to do with that. There's something written in the corner of the picture commemorating the. Oh, I already read that. My bad. So I think there's one door that I haven't gone through yet. Well, there's quite a few doors that I haven't gone through yet, but there's one that I really want to go through that I haven't. Although, considering the grenade zombie that's chasing us through the mansion, I'm not sure if that's going to be an easy way to go or not. It seemed like it might be a good spot for him to be, but we'll see. Oh wait, I'm silly. We have to place the gold emblem where the other emblem was, of course. That's the kind of moments I was talking about when I started the playthrough, where I suddenly have a realization of where I need to go. This one's a little obvious, though. And it opens up the grandfather clock for us to interact with here. So once again, we're going to remind ourselves that a picture of two knights striking each other. The short sword has been thrust into the breast of one knight, while the long sword has pierced the head of the other. So when I first was playing through this game, I saw this picture, and I assumed that you would have to match the long hand and the short hand to where the positions where they end, where that would be on an analog clock. But it's a lot more simple than that. It's just you take the long hand and you make it touch the head icon, and then you take the hour hand and make it touch the chest icon right here. When the two have run each other through, the path to your destiny will open. It looks like you can turn the gears inside the clock. Try it. I think we will. Turn which gear? Let's turn so the large one goes through the chest, and well, actually, let me double remind myself. Yeah, long through the head and short through the chest. I remember it's pretty quick to do this. Yeah, so we just need to turn it one more time. And what does this give us? It gives us the mansion key. Or rather, I should say a new mansion key, because we have had several. And it is the emblem of a shield, even though the game told me that's nothing unusual. There's an engraving of a shield. Alright, so there's a new key for us to worry about, but I kind of want to see if we can't get all the doors with the armor key first. So that way we can discard it and not have to worry about having it in our inventory. I think the door I'm looking for is oh, it might be on the opposite side. Yeah, we've already gone through that. That's where we fought the dog. The terrifying, terrifying dog. This is the one you use the armor key. Now I'm going to load in and hope that I don't hear a fast-moving grenade zombie, and so far I don't. So that's a relief. This is a table made of glass. I definitely feel like I've been not as active as I should in looking for places to examine, because I really do like that point-and-click-esque nature of this game, where you can actually examine things and get a better descriptor for it, so your imagination can fill in the blanks. Okay, so that's what I was. Oh, I didn't even see that dagger. So this is what I was curious about. The zombie with the grenade strapped to him is typically a STARS NPC that's dead and sitting right here. And I want to say I remember a cutscene, so unfortunately I have to deny you of that, but I was curious if it was just a similar model, or if it actually is supposed to be this NPC here, who I think their name is Forrest or Forrester or something like that. But anyway, much more important, we have a grenade launcher to pick up, which means we can finally use those cans of fizz that Barry got us. And it comes with 6, which is very nice of it. And there's 2 herbs at the end of here, and I want to see what happens. I might have to combine these for the inventory space. Yeah, that's a very interesting spin on the game. The when you go to pick up those herbs, the NPC that's usually there comes to life and then chases you. So does not happen because this is technically my 4th playthrough. So once again, sorry to deny you some of the things we would have if we had just started fresh. I didn't think there would be any, but it goes to show that I should probably look more things up before I start a playthrough on New Game Plus like this. I'm just going to go ahead and combine these just to give us 1 slot of inventory here. And let's see what rooms we haven't been to yet. They're on the 2nd floor. On this wing, there is near the safe room. I'm not sure if we have the keys for those, but I'm going to check it anyway just to be sure, because I would like to save now that we have that new key. And it would be quite a trek to, if we died, to have to redo all that. So I think when I think that's a good use of an ink ribbon. When I think about how badly I don't want to have to replay the sections because it's so lengthy. We lucked out there. Yeah, I learned that he's pretty easy to avoid as long as you just keep moving, and obviously we're a lot faster because we don't have a weapon equipped too. Okay, so item box, deposit these healing items. And I guess we'll also deposit the grenade launcher. I don't think we need it immediately. Oh, you know what? Well, we're gonna check the door first, so yeah, I'll come back for it. I think we might need it pretty soon here, actually. Let's go ahead and save using one of our 5 ink ribbons. For our 8th save here. And put these away. And let's try this key. I definitely should have been taking more of a mental tally of when we saw that we needed the armor key. Also, it's unfortunate that it is so easy to avoid this zombie. Because if I had known that, I probably could have... Okay, that's locked, and we need an emblem of a helmet, so I'm just going to rush through here then. Because I did not want to deal with those 2 zombies. It's unfortunate because had I known that the zombie is so easy to deal with, as we just did right there, and there's the crimson head right next to us, I probably would have been able to save Richard in time, but you know, we're rolling with the punches here in this playthrough. Okay, so I don't want to tango with that crimson head, so I think my best route here is just going to be to immediately turn around and try to avoid the grenade zombie again. And I'm trying to think of where we should go next. Okay, oh, I know. I just remembered where the shield key goes. At least I hope I'm right. I'm gonna bait him down here because zombies can only throw up on the stairs and it's pretty easy to avoid. And then he probably won't be able to catch up. Yeah, he definitely won't be able to catch up with me. Alright, so we're learning the strats here for this new enemy. I like it. So I think the shield key is actually for the door where we got the second piece of the musical score. Down that hallway there was that door that looked like it was covered in cobwebs. I think that might be the only use for the shield key, but we'll see. At the risk of repeating myself. I'm really, really liking how the progress we're making here. Right, we got a decent pace going. And there's a zombie here now who's very easy to avoid as long as you don't just rush into him. Poor Richard. Didn't deserve this. Nice. Yeah, that's the only use. There's no further use for the shield key. Discard. Yes, we will, and we will see what's on the other side. Yeah, Richard was not kidding when he said he got bit by a giant snake. He wasn't saying that it looks like a giant snake, he was saying it is a giant snake, and we get our next death mask in this room, and there's, oh, I was hoping did I get poisoned? I sure did. Good thing I have that serum and that serum in my item box. Hopefully we can get to it in time. There's nothing we can do against that snake fight there, so I just decide to run away.
Poisoned serum. Barry? Barry?
I was hoping to not get bit by the snake, but we did get an extra cutscene out of it, where Barry came to save the day, and we got directly teleported to the safe room, so really I would say this is a net positive. Let's go ahead and put this mask with the others, and now we only have one more that we need. Actually, we should probably examine it so it gets the correct labeling. It's a death mask without a nose. It'll say mask without a nose, so yep, only one left, and that's good stuff. Oh, there's a shotgun shells. I wish we had some more of those. And we do have the acid shells as well. Okay, I don't think we really need to take anything more with us, but I will take the mixed herbs just to be on the safe side. I also don't really think we need to save either, because we haven't gotten too much. Alright, where can we go now? We have 3 of the 4 masks. I'm trying to remember where the 4th one is. Oh, that door is locked. It's definitely an armor key door. And I know we can't go to that one at the bottom right of the foyer. Or foyer. I like saying foyer because I'm pretentious. Let's see. Okay, so I don't think we're going to find our answers on the first floor. Oh, you know what? I remember where we need to go now. And it's right past the save room, so, or the other save room on the opposite side of the mansion. So let's climb the stairs here and wait for our good buddy to throw up on us. Hopefully not get hit. There you are. Oh, I got caught on the wall. I don't think it'll be an issue though. That zombie does move very quickly though. I think it might still be slower than a Crimson Head, but not by much. And we did get a dagger earlier, which is nice to have a defensive item as we're roaming the mansion. Okay, we want to go slow. I'm trying to remember what's in that red room right there. I wonder if we should go that way just to see. Oh, is that Richard's room actually? It is. So maybe I just missed something. I'm gonna go check out that room. It's funny how quickly your brain can get turned around, even when you have a map and you're just trying to find the most optimal path to get there, but you don't know where where the walls are sometimes, and where there's maybe a staircase or not. Okay, so yeah, I missed something in the room with the lighter. I want to try to not miss things. I want to see if I can find it. Or rather, the room where I had to use the lighter, where we got the musical score, and I'm probably asking for trouble going back into it, but I'll just mash the X button to pick everything up. Oh, jeez. Okay, so good to know that he's right there instead of where he spawned before. And I think there'll be another zombie in there too, so yeah, I'm really asking for trouble, but I can heal, so if things go south, I'll just leave and heal. Is there something in this corner? No. Oops. Maybe there's something on that cupboard, and I know I'm really, really cheesing this right now, but whatever I can do to survive. Maybe there's another item on the floor, but then I'm gonna get cornered where the musical score was. That sucks. Shucks, that sucks. The shelves are lined with wine glasses. Yeah, nothing to examine there. Interesting. I'm going to do one more lap around the table, and if that isn't it, then I'll just carry on. Okay. Alright, I'm done pushing my luck. I say as I continue to push my luck. Yeah. Shouldn't have done that. Oh, am I gonna get blocked by the other zombie? I think I am. Oh, he got nudged, thank goodness. Alright, I'm moving on. Too bad. Thanks for bearing with me. That is the room, right? Yeah, that's the room. Alright, well, I can always come back later and try to find it on my own time. But I'm not too bothered either way. It's definitely a lot more convenient to find the items you're missing in the Resident Evil 2 remake, where everything is conveniently labeled for you. Too bad, zombie. Right as you middle of your animation, I'm just gonna teleport through this door. And this should be easy enough to get through. Although I'm not sure about this guy at the bottom. Oh, he made it easy. I left you some bullets in the room on the right. Feel free to use them if you manage to get yourself in trouble. Barry. Man, Barry is just the best character. I love him. He saves us from the poison. He leaves us a ton of stuff. Look at this. He wasn't even just talking about handgun bullets or anything. He was talking about a first aid spray. And then hopefully 6 incendiary shells. Yep, we're all stocked up for our grenade launcher. Go ahead and put these over here. I'm trying to think if we need anything else. No, I think we're good. So I'll just save and then continue. For the 9th time. Then put the ink ribbons back so we have maximum inventory space. And not gonna forget. Have to hold down to avoid the zombie. Climb up the stairs. We will have to avoid this one, though. Well, good thing for us, we just saved. Yeah, because that situation is a little unfortunate because I have to bait out the grab from the zombie in the north, but then the one in the south will also start heading north itself to get me from the back if I'm too slow. So we'll see. Thankfully, we just saved right here, so not a big deal to try to do it a few times. There's the armor key. Oh, that was a good angle to show that off, actually. Interestingly, before we go in here, Jill's shadow in this game does not have hair, which makes for a very, very interesting silhouette of the character. Kind of looks like a completely different person. Anyway, there's a really neat song in this little room here. We can't examine the mounted deer here. I'm trying to decide if I want to go to the. I guess we're going both. This one first. Oh, I think there are ink ribbons in here. Yeah. It looks like someone took something and then left in a hurry. Well, clearly not too big of a hurry if they didn't bring their precious ink ribbons. There's also a first aid box which we can examine to find a first aid spray. So our inventory is kind of looking a little full because I forgot to store the other ink ribbons, I think, unless that, I highly doubt there were 6 in that, but I don't know. These footprints look like they're headed straight through the bed. Oh, there's a, oh, I could see a little bit, nice. Hidden herb, which means we can combine it with the green one we just got for a green and red one. Very powerful. Is that everything? Oh yeah, we cleared out the room, good stuff. Now, unfortunately, I'm not sure if I can do what I need to do in the next room with 2 slots, but we'll see. We use the lockpick for this. In a very interesting room with a researcher's will. A letter is slipped inside. The top part of the letter is torn off. The rest of the letter is legible. Alma, I have tried to survive only to see you again, but my efforts only delayed the inevitable. I am infected, and there is no cure for what will follow, except to end my life before I lose the only thing that separates me from them. My love for you. In an hour I'll have entered my eternal sleep where there is peace. Please understand. Please know that I'm sorry. Martin Crackhorn. Alright, so there's a bunch of bugs on display in this room, and a water tank that smells like something once lived in there. Perhaps someone was using it to raise some kind of creature. The container is full of dead bugs. An unlocked case, it's full of various biological reports. Interacting with this gets us the fish hook. Various types of fish hooks on display. And on display here is the lure of a bee, which is a collection of insect specimens. There's a switch underneath it. Press it. I think we will. And nothing happens. Maybe it has something to do with the insect specimen. So combine the lure with the fish hook with the lure. And then we can take this real bee specimen, which was with the lures, and put it on the real specimens. I don't know who swapped it to begin with, but oh, right, we have to use it. So there's the real bee. We won't press the switch just yet. And then we put the lure with the fish hook with the rest of the lures, and then we'll try pressing the switch now. We will not take the bee specimen. The bee is still alive somehow, despite us picking it up. I guess it got revived by whatever was going on when we put it up. This is the wind crest, which we will take and then leave, because I don't want to deal with trying to fight a bee. And we cleared out that room. Now, I thought that room was a little more... the wind crest is not 100% required for progress. It's just a side thing, if I remember correctly. So I'm going to try one more doorway, and then we'll end the video before we continue a little bit more. Or rather, end the video before we continue too much further. Not sure if we have the key for this. Yeah, that's a helmet, okay. Well, thankfully this hallway shouldn't be too tough to get through, because we're approaching the zombie from behind. At least that's what I'm hoping. Oh, he's just completely gone. That one's not, though. Oh, lucked out on that one. Sheesh, okay. Alright, well, we can now deposit the wind crest and the ink ribbons, the mixed herbs, and the first aid spray, and in the next video we will try to figure out where to go next to get closer to finding our final mask. Thanks so much for watching. Take care of yourself and stay safe.